Hi guys and welcome to the show. Thanks for downloading The Truth of Our Youth. This mini-series will take you through the trials and tribulations of a bunch of youths growing up into adulthood. I'm your host Super Billsy, alongside as always by my co-host and partner in crime, Fat Lloyd. Apologies for the poorly scripted intro, but I assure you the rest will be filthy and uncut. With no further ado, let's start the show. So Lloyd, what are you saying, brah?
I'm alright, Dave. How are you?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. A bit worse for wear after last night, but yeah, feeling really good.
Yeah, we went out last night to our friend's engagement party, which was classic.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. It was pretty sweet.
Lots of nice looking dolled up ladies.
There was a lot of fine ladies there.
There was.
Wags, they look like wags, didn't they?
Right, yeah, with their designer clothes and handbags and whatnot. I know John Mega enjoyed.
He enjoyed it. Like Lloyd's happily married man, and I am, yes, very faithful young man. But sorry about that. Yeah, popular people, you know.
Yeah, well, our phones never stop, do they? So we've been friends for probably, I'd say, about 27 years, haven't we?
27 years, yeah. I'm 29, you're 29 now,
as well, yeah. So, yeah, we met each other when we were about 2 or 3 around... I don't remember your... Well, I don't know your first memory. My first memory was... the first memory that I remember was us hanging about in your mum and dad's living room while you, me and my brother were playing superheroes or something like that.
Yeah, it was normally it was... we used to play Batman, Superman, and I was Terminator. I know he wasn't a superhero, but he was pretty badass.
He kind of was your hero though, wasn't he? You were awesome. A big Arnie fan. You love all his films and whatnot.
I love him. Just love him.
Yeah, he's a great actor. I mean, you'll probably have your people out there saying, "Oh, I was a Stallone fan," or something like that. Do you know what I said to those people? Fuck those people. No, yeah, Arnie was the big one for me. But we are coming to you live from the Shed.
Shed Ting.
Shed Ting Shed Ting is basically a shed at the back of my brother's garden where we used to hang out.
Yeah, we were sent there. We were like banished to the back of the garden so we could be noisy and smoke weed.
And that's the main reason why we went to the shed, was to smoke weed, because my wife didn't like me smoking weed. Right. Chris wasn't allowed to smoke weed, so we used to go to the garden.
He's still not allowed to do a lot.
He's still not allowed to do a lot, yeah, but... I'm sure that might change sooner or later. Because when he gets married...
Yes, marriage.
He'll be able to put his foot stamp on the relationship.
You'd like to think so anyway,
But no, the shed is... Basically, it's probably... How would you say this room... How big this room is?
It's pretty big. It's big enough to get a 3-seater sofa in. Then there's a... Two-seater sofa, sorry. Yeah. 2-seater sofa, a big chair, and then normally a deck chair. We have a lot of politics in Shed Ting. Well, we used to. There was we had our own seating arrangement. We didn't like outsiders too much, did we?
No. You could fit 4 in the shed comfortably.
Yeah.
And that's it. You can't have
any more than 4. With the doors would have to be open, and it's Arctic out there, mate. It's fucking.
I mean, it's not so bad this time of year, but then again, we're only coming back Shed Ting to record this podcast. We don't really need to hang out at Shed Ting.
It's a bit worse for wear now. We had to get the bike out. We had to get the fucking lawnmower out.
To get the big spiders out.
Yeah.
Which I think there's probably one still over in the corner, probably looking at...
Oh, don't say that.
He's looking at you, look like he's going to eat you or something.
I don't like it. That's
But no, that's what we're doing it at Shed Ting, because our company is Shed Ting Productions. And you can find Shed Ting at... Number 1, Shed Ting Way. Apparently only one person knows where it is, and that's the guy that delivers our
pizza guy,
Yeah, so...
Well, great guy as well.
Yeah, he's good, and lingers though, doesn't he?
He lingers like...
He sees that weed and he hangs around.
There's nothing for you here, bro.
We're just like, fuck off, get away, get out of here.
But yeah, that's Shed Ting anyway. It's a little pokey shed that we were banished to, and the light, what was it, paraffin light? Tell me about that.
Oh, the paraffin light.
Well,
we had a paraffin light, which when we first got it, obviously it worked fine.
That thing was ancient, man.
We turned it on, everything worked fine. It was great. But then when it ran out of fuel. Yeah, that was when the problem started.
We got this new, I think it was Becky, wasn't it? Chris's wife-to-be. I think her dad bought some paraffin. Was it the right paraffin? Was it the wick? We don't know, but it stopped giving out a lot of light and gave out more toxins.
And we still used it for weeks and
way too long, man.
And like when we woke up the next day, obviously we weren't together. Well, sometimes we were together.
It depends how drunk we got.
Yeah, and but we. I don't know about you guys, but every time I blew my nose or like honked up a bit of phlegm, because that's what you do when you smoke, it was very black.
It was black.
And
some say we had the black lung.
Yeah, and it didn't look healthy, and then we come to the conclusion that It was
that thing had to go, man.
And it was better to sit in the dark.
Yeah. we did have these little torches, you know, that they were kind of like bike torches, weren't they?
Yeah.
That Chris had everywhere, but those things rinsed the batteries.
Yeah, but
costing us a fortune in that
Chris
shed.
was paying for the batteries.
Yeah,
so
he was.
we didn't care about that.
Spent more on batteries than weed.
No,
we didn't. Not even close. We don't smoke that anymore. It's bad for you.
But back to the series.
Back to the series. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting carried away.
This series is about a group of lads, our friends, us and our friends, and the stuff that we had to face growing up. And there's a lot of interesting characters.
There's a lot. We'll probably go through most of them. The ones we could get on. There's a couple that you guys need to hear. I don't know if you know, but Byron Perry, a.k.a. Pesney LeChesney, he is a big part of our life, man, for one reason or another.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I think Pez, he was kind of a glue that held us together at one stage because there was never any boredom with Pez.
There was never any boredom.
If it meant giving him a swirly or a bath, we've gave him a bath. Yeah, we did give him a bath. I think he washed his back.
He really enjoyed that bath though. Like, and you know when he was like, "Oh, I don't like this," but he enjoyed it when he got involved, washing his back and stuff. He seemed to.
I think he would have probably let Healy get in the bath and wash him. Just
I think he wanted him to get in the bath.
I think that was probably the cleanest he's probably ever been. Was when
how did he get in that bath? I've never seen him have a bath before. Was it because we were around? He was like, "Oh, see guys, I do
wash. I told you." By the way, he's South African.
He's South African,
and you have to excuse the terrible accent I do and the more fairly accurate one that Super Billsy does. But
it's not strictly a South African accent like per se. Like you'd hear on what was it, District 9? He's like, "Oh, fucking prawns!" Like. Listen to you.
He's like a Geordie. Like you don't understand Geordies even though they're speaking English. But apparently from where he's from, Port Elizabeth. I've spoke to a few different South Africans from Johannesburg, and they say that Joburg. They say, "Oh, Port Elizabeth is a bit backwards over there."
Yeah. Well, we can see that from Pez, but
yes.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll tell you a quick story about Pez. The first time I saw him, was in school. In class, you know when a new person comes in and you just all the heads turn and stuff like that. We were looking at this new kid, fresh, young face.
Good looking boy.
Not bad.
Good looking boy.
Some say you look like a ugly Brad Pitt.
An ugly Brad Pitt, which is a compliment really, because Brad Pitt is a beautiful man.
He's a 10. Yeah. Well, not so much now. Have you seen his hair?
I still rate Brad Pitt. I think he's like a fine wine that gets better with age. I think as you get older, you need to embrace it a bit. Like George Clooney, let it go grey. Let it go grey.
He looks fine, but. He turns around, Pez comes in with the fittest mum you'll ever see in your life. Like, I didn't even notice the guy. Like, you wasn't in my class.
I wasn't in the class, I didn't see him.
This mother, I was like, is this a supply teacher? Who's this fine lady with this rat clinging to her? We were like, why is he clinging to her apron? But later you realise that guy just wouldn't leave her alone.
Very sheltered kid.
Very sheltered kid, but yeah, he rocks up and we were just like, who is this guy from South Africa? He's a bit new and interesting, and then we realised
and
then we just realised he wasn't any of those things really.
No, he wasn't interesting, and he got more interesting because I remember one of the first times we got onto the the sports field. It was a patch of grass because we went to a very small school. It was probably not even the size of half a football field. Bishop Woolston, massive.
BW motherfucker.
Yeah, but he had a tennis ball, and he ran over to us, me, Dave, John Mega and Sean Fallon, Frankie, and he waved the tennis ball in our face and shouted, "Chase me, boys,
chase me!" Why did he do that? And we chased him. We listened. We chased that guy.
I think we only chased him to take him down and pummel him a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. But
that was the start of a lot of pummels.
It's like that was his in to the crew, wasn't it? Like,
it worked. It worked. He was hanging around with I believe Zamian and Foster,
Andy Foster,
like that,
Andy Colin Robert Foster.
Yeah, Andy Colin.
Hinesh Palmer might have been there as well.
Yeah.
HP.
Yeah. But then he kind of integrated into us. I don't know how that happened. Maybe we're a bit too nice for our own good. But anyway.
But back to the show anyway. We get sidetracked a lot, don't we, man?
Yeah,
we
do
get each other for
it's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks.
Apart from last night, obviously, but we had the old shandies down.
Yeah, we had the shandies, and we were talking about launching our inaugural podcast.
Yes.
The Truth of Our Youth.
I hope you guys like it anyway. And the first few are going to be a bit of getting us into it, breaking us in, and like letting you know the kind of contents we're going to be talking about. But please keep downloading because it's only going to get better.
Yeah, well, obviously this is our first try. We're structuring and stuff like that, and we probably do waffle on a lot. But when you hear about the two guys that we talk about, and even some of the mischief us ourselves have got into,
we've got some great stories, and we just want to tell you about them.
Yeah, I mean,
they're fun, man. They're really fun.
The trouble is finding the place to start. Where do we start?
Where do you start? Do you know where you start? At the beginning, Lloyd.